And this is an all-Chinese affair, the first one. And then we'll have Danes involved on our last semi-final.
World ranked #1 and runners-up at this year's All England. Please welcome from China, Zhang Nan-Zhao Yunlei.
The former world champions and current Olympic champions are announced onto court first. Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei.
World rank #14 and winners of China Masters Grand Prix Golf. Please welcome, also from China, Liu Cheng-Bao Yixin.
Youth against experience in this mixed doubles semi-final. And the former world champions against the former world junior champions. The world junior champions in the red and yellow kit. Far side of the courts, the number 14 seeds here, Liu Cheng-Bao Yixin. Won the World Junior Championship in Guadalajara in Mexico in 2010. The former world champions won the gold medal in the World Championships in 2011 when the event was staged in Wembley. Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei. So there is 22-year-old Liu Cheng, 14 in the world ranking, as you can see. 6 individual tournaments this year, 3 semi-finals, Korea, Swiss Grand Prix Gold and the Singapore Super Series as well. Bao Yixin is 21 years of age, so she will turn 22 next month. Born in Yiyang in Hunan Province in South China. Zhang Nan, 24, from Beijing. And they are the world #1s. Their win-loss record for the year, 3 finals from 6 individual tournaments, winning 2 of those finals, Korea Super Series and Japan as well. Beaten finalists at the All England, lost out to last year's world champions Tantoy Ahmad and Liliana Nasir for a 2nd consecutive year. Zhao Yunlei, well, she turned 28 on Monday, first day of the World Championships. And of course, she became the first badminton player in the history of the sport to win 2 gold medals at the same Olympic Games. Here's our umpire, Laurens Bester from South Africa. Henrik Boas from Denmark is our service judge. So the former world champions against the former world junior champions. This is the 2nd meeting between the 2 pairs. And the Olympic champions and former world champions won the only previous occasion, semi-final of Japan Open last year. 21-9, 21-8. That's really rather one-sided.
Yeah, but so many things can happen in a year when you're so young.
So the #1 seeds and Olympic champions Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei in the all-blue kit. And Morton, just picking up on that point, I mean, it was very one-sided in Tokyo last year. But I think that the former World Junior champions have improved considerably since then.
I agree with you, and I'm particularly a fan of Bao Yixin. I think she's a very good player, and she was top seeded in the women's doubles here as well. They lost earlier in the week, but just shows a little bit about how good she actually is.
Yes, she and Tang Xinhua were the #1 seeds. They had a bye in the first round, and they lost their first match, which was the round of last 32, to Awanda and Haris from Indonesia. But just to emphasise your point, Morten, last year, Bao Yixin reached 9 finals, winning 8 titles with 4 different partners.
Yes.
There's a common denominator there.
It is. I totally agree. She's a good player, and we will see a lot of her in the future as well.
Yeah, well, there's the defensive lift. Played as an attacking shot that you've been talking about in the men's doubles earlier.
Yes. I think I have a point.
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
Very much so.
Because it really worked wonders.
A very good start by the Olympic champions. And of course the problem for 2 pairs that come from the same nation, not only come from the same nation, but train against each other day in, day out. They know each other's games so well, and furthermore, if the former World Junior champions keep losing to the Olympic champions in training, it's not only their previous loss in international competition.
It's a daily thing.
It's a daily thing. And do you have that belief that you can actually beat them? That's the question mark. And why I know that you as a player was always so intense in sparring games.
Yes. Yeah, I'm a firm believer in winning at training as well, because it sets a precedent. And as you rightly say, when it then comes into tournaments and you play the same players, they have this feeling, oh, it's impossible to win. So yes, I really do believe in that.
Yeah. What a perfect serve.
1. Eight. 1.
Yeah, but once again, when you are up against a combination like Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei, so good at the net and all that interception and all that, we always say, you know, try to push it into the deep corners, get some play, move them around, wait for your opportunities, and that's what I would like to see the young Chinese pair doing here now, because they are getting stuffed, completely stuffed when it comes to all this. What we just seen here is 9-2, and all that mid-court area, all around the front court, they're just losing it. And I think that Zhao Yunlei is far too strong for the juniors here to win. So this is better. But look at that, they are not using the full court. We're sitting here behind the court and we can obviously see straight down. And they're not pushing their shots wide enough. They're played far too much to the center of the court. Look at that one, that's center as well.
Yeah.
They're not using the full court.
Well, Zhao Yunlei is already in the women's doubles final tomorrow. She's guaranteed a medal in this, which means that by the end of these championships, she will be the holder of 8 World Championship medals, which overtakes Park Ju-bong from Korea. but not as good as Gao Ling. Gao Ling has 9 World Championship medals.
That's amazing,
Yeah.
really. Amazing.
This
But
is
she has a good chance to do what she did at the
Olympics. 2 golds.
winning 2 goals.
7 other players have won 2 Olympic gold medals, but never at the same Olympics. Go on then, Morton, let's name them.
Oh,
Lin Dan, of course.
yeah, Lindan, he was my obvious choice.
Zhang Ning, first singles player to retain a title. Gefei and Gu Jin, the first women's doubles pair ever to retain an Olympic title.
You're completely flooring me here.
Zhang Jun and Gao Ling in the mixed doubles, 2000 and 2004.
Park Ju-bong must be one of them.
No.
No?
He was a gold and a silver.
Ah.
But Kim Dong-moon won the mixed doubles and the men's doubles.
Yep.
Serve. 3-11.
You absolutely floored me there. I had no chance.
No. So sharp, isn't she? And for an Asian badminton player, at the age of 28, seems quite old. That is absolutely ridiculous. I was playing some of my best badminton at 30.
Yes.
But for the Chinese players, I think some of the Asian style of training and the amount of training they do on a daily basis,
They get fed up and they get injuries.
I think it's the injuries. Look at her already. I mean, I know she's gone on the cycling shorts underneath her dress, so, you know, that's to keep the hamstrings or quad muscles warm as well. They don't like the fault on the serve. Well, I think I agree with the service judge. But she's got bandaging on her right knee. She always wears that, and I think the physicality is perhaps beginning to take its toll. No, not that badly, if she's already in one final, obviously, and looking good for a second.
But do you think there is a change in the women's doubles on its way?
Yes, I do.
Yes, for the Olympic qualification. So you believe that...
Yu Yang.
Yeah, she's possibly not in the badminton for that long, and therefore you think that Zhao Yunlei will have another partner. I mean, who have you got in mind?
Wang Xiaoli.
That's right.
I
yeah.
think that the 2 pairs are opposing each other tomorrow. I think 2 players may retire and the other 2 will form a new partnership. If you remember in the Uber Cup, Morton, we saw Zhao Yunlei and Wang Xiaoli playing second women's doubles, and it was awesome.
Awesome.
But then I haven't, just to emphasise, I haven't heard any rumours or anything. This is just my personal opinion. I think there might be changes afoot.
And it's a very typical time to think about it, because the Olympic qualification period starts the 1st of May next year and will run for a full year. So it's always good to have a good start and find the right combination, so you don't have to do it halfway through, because then qualification is on very thin ice.
Most difficult part of the Olympics, isn't it, in qualifying, especially in doubles?
Yes, because so few pairs are qualifying.
Yeah.
Is it down to 16, 14, 16?
16 pairs. But you have to have continental representation.
That's what I mean.
No, they have been discussing the Olympic rules. I'm not 100% certain on exactly what's up to date on that, but... Good smash. Well, one thing is certain, I would assume, Morton, for the Olympic qualification period, is that Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei will continue playing together, not only because they are the defending Olympic champions and current world #1s, but they have a relationship off the court as well, close personal friends.
Yeah, but you don't see anything coming up behind them or next to them. So I think you're right. I think they will retain the partnership.
Yeah, because their opponents of today, I think, is the next hope for China to take over from the Olympic champions eventually.
Yeah, we have Ma Jin, can stay on in the game for long,
Yeah.
but Su Shen, the other mixed doubles male player, is so injury prone, and we've seen him struggling for such a long time. But I must say, this week he's looking quite fit and good.
He's looking better, isn't he?
He is. And we will obviously see him in the next match coming up in the mixed doubles, which is the last match of tonight.
Called again.
16.
Once again above the waist. That's a good return of serve.
It was.
Yeah.
17.
And of course, Liu Cheng-Bao Yixin had a wonderful result in the third round, beat the #4 seeds, Mr. and Mrs. Adcock from England. In 2 straight games, had to save a game point in the second, though, before closing it out, 26-24.
11. 17. Well, 17.
That's good power.
Goodness me, he can hit it.
17.
It was a good lift. But not only power, but placement as well.
Yeah, it was a nice net shot from Bao Yixin. This one here forces the lift. Well, it was a little half-court push, really, but it was too high, wasn't it?
Yeah, it got too far into the court.
Serve. 18. 14.
She tried the tight spinning net shot again. Missed on this occasion. Oh, what a serve. And a return.
That was a very good return.
19.
The youngsters are having a good recovery here. Off to a very bad start. What was the mid-game interval?
11-2.
11-2, yes.
Goodness, so sharp from Zhang Nan.
80. Game point.
And game points have arrived. First time of asking. And the Olympic champions, Zhang Nan-Zhao Yunlei. Well, they got off to a flyer, as Morton said. 11-2 at the mid-game interval, and they pushed home. Although since the mid-game interval, it was their opponents who were playing better. But they got so much of a lead, able to close it out. 15 minutes for the opening game, 21-15. And of course, because there's two Chinese pairs contesting this semi-final, no coaching staff involved.
Here we have these wonderful slow motion pictures. And look at that, how close it is on the net here. Bao Yixin was in deep trouble here. Good play by Zhao Yunlei. Look at these, look at that. How high Zhang Nan is getting onto that smash.
And how close he is behind his partner. They're both moving.
Always closing the gap there between, so cutting out the mid-court area.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Second game. Level. Play. One. Love.
Oh, that was nice. Yeah, much, much better rally than the former World Junior champions.
Serve. 2, 1.
It's difficult for the fans as well, isn't it, Morton? You know, they don't know which pair to support and cheer for.
No, and in all honesty, I don't think the Danes, the crowd here, they don't really know the players. Obviously, they know Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei, but they don't know the other pair. They don't know the players. They don't see them on a regular basis as what you and I are doing, and they don't really have the knowledge, in all honesty. So, as you say, it's very difficult for them to get into it somehow.
Yeah.
But I think it's wonderful for the game of badminton. It seems to be growing now. It's getting this momentum. More TV stations buying. That's why you and I are here. We're traveling the world even more than what we used to do in the past. And they say that next year it's going to be even more, which I think is great.
Yeah.
And the marketing value of the game and sponsors' involvement and all that is going up all the time, so I think it's great for the game. And the BWF, the World Federation, is always looking to find new ways of exposing it and making the game better all the time. And at the moment we have a suggestion on the table that they will try to look into new ways of the scoring system. And we have a trial going on in the coming tournaments in this autumn.
Service over. 7, 2.
Well, I know that, as you say, Morton, the trial is going on, but given the amount of television exposure and the fact that more and more people are watching it, they wouldn't be doing that if there was something drastically wrong with the sport. So anyway, it's interesting times. That's lovely play.
It is.
3, 7.
And this is what we see her doing so often in the women's doubles, isn't it? The interceptions, the change of pace from Bao Yixin.
Yeah, she's a very inventive player on court.
She won the women's doubles at the World Junior Championships, and the same year she won the mixed doubles as well, didn't she? You were there.
I was there in Mexico.
Yeah.
2010, and that was the year when Victor Axelsen won his junior title in the men's singles.
Victor Axelsen, of course, beaten semi-finalist in this morning's session. Lost to the world #1, Liu Cheng-Bao.
Yeah.
It's not been a good day for Denmark so far, has it, Morton? But there's one more chance to come in the last mixed doubles. Last match tonight.
Yeah, but it must have been a daunting task this morning for Victor Axelsen. He lost 21-7, 21-9 to Liu Cheng-Bao. And I think it takes a few more years before he is up to that pace of Liu Cheng-Bao. What a display.
Overdone it.
Service over. 5, 8. Ball, 6, 8.
Yeah, this is much, much better by the younger pair. Getting Bao Yixin involved much more at the front of the court. Oh, that's going wide.
Service over. 9, 6. Service over. 7, 9. Ball. Ball. Service over. 10, 7.
Well, we always talk about the attacking play, absolutely crucial in any of the doubles disciplines.
That's what we see here.
11,
Yeah.
7. Interval.
So a 4-point advantage for Zhang Nan-Zhao Yunlei, having already taken the first.
So, you know, you were a former mixed doubles player.
I was, and I saw my former mixed doubles partner a little earlier, just before
Yes, you did.
this evening's session, Steve Fladberg.
Yes, how nice of him to come up here and say hello. He is actually also my former partner, men's doubles.
Yeah.
So that was good. But what I was going at was, you know, you being a mixed doubles player, and you have this pair, Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei. How would you play them? You know, if you go into it and say, okay, I have to play them today, what kind of strategy would you apply to that?
Well, desperately difficult. There's a very good reason why they're world number ones and Olympic champions. They are very, very good in all departments. The obvious thing to say is if you can possibly get Zhao Yunlei away from that net position, that gives you opportunities then to get forward yourself. This is from the woman's perspective on court, but you know, Morten, I mean, I've watched the Olympic champions now for quite a few years. This is their 5th year playing together in this partnership, and I keep watching them, and you know, I think they're actually still improving. I know they didn't win the world title last year, and you know, there's been talk about the fact that 2 All Englands running they've lost to the Indonesians, but really for consistency there hasn't been a mixed doubles pair to match Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei over the last 4 years.
No, I agree with you, but I would really flick some more services to Zhao Yunlei.
Oh, it's called in.
It is called in, yes. I was doubtful about that one as well. To get her off that position, you know, at the net, start it off and flick her, get her away from that net. She's a good hitter, but, you know, you can defend that. As long as you serve a decent, good length, I think that's an opportunity and a way to get her away from that net.
No, hang on, what's happening here?
Myself, 40.
Well, Hawkeye
Less than 50.
said the shuttle was in.
No, 50.
37.
Yeah, that's better. All sorted now. And the point to the Olympic champions.
40.
Well, all the court officials, all the players and all of us getting used to this challenge system. It only came into operation earlier this year. And it's been a wonderful innovation for badminton. It's not an innovation, it's used in other sports as well, I know that, but for us to have it in our sport, I think, is a great move forward.
It is.
What on earth was that?
I think it flicked took the court to the top of the net. And that's why it was so deflected.
Yeah, it was a total miss hit, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a good smash.
15.
Yeah, I think that's another vulnerable place for Zhao Yunlei. Smash across the body.
60.
Tends to be a little committed in her defence sometimes.
Yeah, you have to put them. You have to put them under pressure. You have to go for the attack when you play this Chinese combination. The Blues in this match.
Oh, indecision. That was good length from Zhao Yunlei.
You know what, I've actually heard that some people are considering to introduce match over or game over if one of the teams or one of the players are 10 points up.
I've heard that as well. Yeah. All I would do is emphasise again that I've read a statistic, I can't remember exactly where it was, but I will find it, I promise, that said that badminton was the second highest participation sport globally.
Yes.
Now, there can't be an awful lot wrong with it if it's only the second sport globally behind
soccer,
as far as participation levels are concerned.
No, I'm just teasing you a bit here. Just coming up with suggestions.
Yeah, no, I've heard people discuss that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, all sorts of a tangle there, the world.
One more time.
And one more time, yeah. So now just 2 points away. Second World Championship final as a pair, Zhang Nan-Zhao Yunlei. Oh, that's magnificent. Lovely shot from Bao Yixin.
Okay, 19.
So you see that?
Yep, the flick serve.
That flick serve gives an opportunity here for counter-attacking. We're into half-court singles at the moment.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind, Morten, that the youngsters have got huge potential as a pair. They proved that at the end of last year when they reached the final of the Hong Kong Super Series. But at 9 match points now to the former champions, and it's all over bar the celebrations.
Oh, nice shot. Good play there. Very good play by Liu Cheng.
Yeah, good return of serve. Second time. Third time of asking, actually. And they close it out. 21-15, 21-13. And the 2011 World Champions will contest the final once more. 33 minutes needed.
Match won by Zhang Nan-Zhao Yunlei, 21-15, 21-13.
Confirmation of the score, just 33 minutes. And Zhang Nan-Zhao Yunlei, the Olympic champions, into the final tomorrow. But who will they play? We will find out coming up next, because the last of our semi-finals is the second mixed doubles. And it features the Danes, Joachim Fischer-Nielsen and Christina Pedersen, up against the number 2 seed, Xu Chen and Ma Jin from China. So as you can see, just one more semi-final to come, just one more berth left in tomorrow's finals. And will it be the Danes, Joachim Fischer, Nielsen and Christina Pedersen, or will it be Liu Chen and Ma Jin? Well, considering we've had over 4 hours for our first 4 matches and they've all been done and dusted in 2 straight games, oh, goodness me, that shows what good matches we've had so far. Right. First mixed doubles was the shortest of the lot at 33 minutes. An hour and 11 minutes for Chen Long to come through in 2 games against Tommy Sugiyato.
Please welcome world number 3 winner of this year's Malaysia Open from China, Liu Chen and Ma Jin.
Beaten finalists a year ago, Liu Chen and Ma Jin of China. They were bronze medalists in London in 2011 World Championships. So the last Danish hopes of contesting for gold tomorrow. The players exchange niceties. The umpire for this one, Christoph Oswald from Germany. Liu Chen, that's quite clear there. Serve. And what we don't know is whether the Danes got to choose ends first. So the number 3 against the number 2 seeds, Joachim Fischer, Nielsen and Christina Pedersen from Denmark up against the Olympic silver medalists Liu Chen and Ma Jin. Of course, the Danes were the Olympics bronze medalists. Christina Pedersen, 28 years of age.